This is Jewell Loyd. Most of you guys know me as a WNBA champion, an Olympian, college dropout, but let's add storyteller to that list. I'm bringing my amazing community, my experiences to you and everyone across the world. Welcome to the warehouse.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the warehouse. I'm Danny. We got Jewell. And today, we have a very special guest in the building. Someone who can come down the lane and give you a hee.
You funny.
We got, you might know him as Magic on Winning Time, but the warehouse knows him as Quincy. We got Quincy Isaiah in the building today.
Appreciate that.
Let's go. Hey, can you do that sound effect one more time?
Right.
I said, oh no, Carl. You go get him back.
I know, you get him back. Man, shout out Magic.
Yeah.
Man, I am so excited that you're here. I know, off camera, we talked about how we connected. We honestly, I almost said no, actually, to going to the Celebrity All-Star game because I'm like, I don't know, like, I didn't really want to be there.
No.
Yeah, I was like,
I kind of forgot you did that.
That's crazy.
I kind of forgot you did the Celebrity All-Star game.
I don't know, like, I kind of want to break. It just made me a little, And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go. I'm going to get outside my comfort zone. I'm probably going to meet some cool people. If not, like, these will be cool pictures. And, we're facts.
We did get some good pictures.
We got some good pictures.
Yeah.
And so, we're in the locker room just kind of chatting up. And, like, you kind of, like, see the vibe. And, like, okay. All of a sudden, like, it was like, hey, what's up? And you're like, hey, what's up? And, like, just started chatting. Like, we've just been best friends for, like, ever. And clearly the impact, impacted us, our conversation and just vibing with each other. And we talked, like, literally the whole game, the whole weekend. And I just remember being like, yeah, like, we're going to stay connected, And it's very easy. I mean, you could kind of go into that, like, did you believe me when I said that?
Yeah. No, so my thing is like, I know I have interactions with people and I'll be like, dang, I really like that person, But I'm such an introvert that I'm like, I don't reach out as much as I would like to or would like that I probably should.
Of course.
But whenever somebody reaches out to me, I'm like, oh yeah, let's go do something, So it was just hype.
How do you play Magic Johnson as an introvert, bro? Like, that's crazy.
I don't know. Look, I'll say the first season, they did have to tell me, like, hey, that thing, I need you to do that thing. And that thing was the energetic magic thing.
The charisma.
And like, I see it in the first few episodes where I'm being a little timid, and I think that's me trying to understand the acting and like really just understanding being a professional and bringing energy when I'm tired, and it's different. But nah, man, I like to be to myself, low key.
Just chill.
So,
I feel it. So Quincy, a lot of people know where you're from. So tell us about, Saginaw. Tell us about your community, growing up in it. What it was like.
So I'm from Muskegon, but I'm from Michigan though.
Okay.
And Muskegon is like West Michigan near like Grand Rapids. So I'm from there. Born and raised. It was a quiet, small town. Like 40,000 people. We always say it was like a smaller version of like a Detroit and Chicago mixed together.
Okay.
But very small version of
it. Like a
Very
bite-sized version of it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But no, man, it's very prideful people there. And shout out 231.
Yeah.
Proud
City.
Proud of my place, where I grew up. But Midwest, roots, and as y'all can attest to, like, it's just, I don't know, I feel like people have a good sense of just being, and I think that's where I learned a lot of my, I don't know, just gratefulness and appreciating life and just saying what you mean and like just trying to be a genuinely good person, you know what I mean? Because again, I think that's what we connected on, right?
Yeah.
Like,
no, for sure.
And being from Illinois, so are you from Chicago or like a city?
I'm from Lincolnwood, Illinois.
Okay.
It's a small city.
Okay.
And I rep my city as much as I can, as often as I can. Because that's really the community that raised me. Like, it's kind of the community where you can be riding your bike as a kid, have a flat tire, the neighbor be like, hey, Joy, like, like, I got you, no worries. Like, pump it up, like, shining up for you, like, make sure you're good. It's like, that's the community I grew up in. So I'm very proud to be from there and, be connected, obviously, long time ago and our friends. And it's just a different, like, sense of home when you're back, in your city.
Yeah.
And it's the pridefulness of it. Because you understand, like, everyone who comes from it, the stories and the people and the history of it. And it's like, it's easy to be like, yeah, I don't want to rep that. It's a small city. No one really knows. It's not on the map. Like no one really, you gotta explain I'm from Chicago, but not really from Chicago. I'm Lincolnwood. But
and when I
like,
asked you, I said Chicago, you was like, nah, Lincolnwood. You'd be like Detroit, nah, Muskegon. Like that's where I'm from.
Exactly. You always gotta rep your city. You can't forget where you're from. But
there's something about that Midwest, like like that genuine person, like that, like generosity, like, you know, I'll hold the spot for you. Don't worry, I got you. You know what I mean? They're just so friendly and welcoming. I don't know what it is about it, that charm, man.
My favorite
it's crazy.
The little hustle when in the walk, like on the crosswalk. I'm like, that person is definitely from Michigan. Like, somewhere in the Midwest.
Yeah,
the little
hustle. Everyone knows that walk too.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Gosh.
So you were born in California and raised in
Illinois.
So how was that? Like, what was the...
I mean, for me, like I moved when I was a little kid, like 5, 6 years. I didn't know, you know what I mean? So I'm the youngest in my family. So I'm a little kid on a plane moving to Chicago. I'm sorry, not Chicago, Schaumburg, Illinois. Sorry, I'm from Schaumburg, Illinois, not Chicago. But growing up there, it was just it's a nice, tight-knit community. Like everyone kind of knew each other. It's not even called the city of Schaumburg, it's the village of Schaumburg. You know what I mean? Like, so everyone's just kind of together. Everyone, you know, you see them at the local Jewell or the other grocery stores. You know what I mean? You see people walking around and you just say what's up to them, and everyone's just like cool. But the biggest transition, I would say, like the Midwest, like I said, has that genuine love and feel for their people. Like California's cool. Don't get me wrong. I love the weather. I love everything about it. But people sometimes.
I mean, I was trying to get to New York for the longest. Like the last 2 summers I spent in New York, and I've been trying to get there. It's too expensive for me though. Like I can't do it. But I don't know. I just moved back to California. This year, signed a lease and all that. But I don't know. I can't leave. I'm on the west side now, so that feels like more my speed. You know? Where are you at in LA?
I'm not in LA. I'm actually in Northern California.
Oh,
yeah. I'm in a small little community. I live in Turlock, California. So it's a small little town.
Yeah, I like the Northern California.
Yeah, it's nice.
I've been at Napa for a wedding. It was really beautiful.
Napa's awesome.
I love San Francisco.
Yeah.
What part of...
So the funny part you said that, I'm in like the cuts, man. Like I'm like an hour something away from directions. Like I'm an hour away from SAC, like an hour away from the Bay, hour from like, you know what I mean? So I gotta drive. You know what I mean? But
everyone drives in LA. It's just
when they
think
California, they think the beach and everything. You know what I mean? But then when they're like, oh, where are you from? Then it's like,
is it like a farmland or
kind of a lot of ag, a lot of agriculture? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No,
because I'm like, come by anytime. Hey, my door's open, bro. Hey, you come by anytime.
No, I don't. See, this is where because this the extrovert and introvert. I'm like, I need somebody to be like, hey, come on, let's go do it, and I'll do it. But like, I'm not gonna be like, well, I'm about to come up to Northern California.
He's the perfect person for that. Yeah, by far.
I'll show you some places.
He's a good time. He knows, like that's what you do.
Okay.
Try my best.
No, come on.
Stop it.
You own that. Come on. Every time we're together, like, yo, what we doing? I'm like, all right, let's do it. Okay, sounds good. Like
anytime if she's ever coming, like, you know, for the Valkyrie stuff, or like anytime you come in the Bay, like, let me know.
You know
how it is. Same thing to do.
Yeah.
Anytime you're up there.
The Valkyries. Is that what you said?
The Golden State Valkyries.
That's the new expansion team.
Yeah.
And it's all like, if you haven't caught a game there, like it's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
Where are they in San Francisco or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where the Warriors play, Chase
They
Center.
do a really good job.
Oh yeah.
They do a really good job. I mean, I was like, whoa, this is cool. Like it is cool because like the league is obviously growing, and you know the fandom of the WNBA is growing. And it's just like this is awesome. So where it was like when you first came in, and then where it is now, I'm like, this is
night and day.
Yeah, I'm curious, like, because when you came in the league, it was positive, but like it wasn't
like this,
right?
Yeah.
How has that been, like, seeing that change?
I literally just got done telling this guy the other day. I'm like, you know, before even like 5 years ago, like I would go to the grocery store. No, I'm just a normal person in grocery shopping, which is great. Like I don't like to be bothered, like whatever. I'm just doing my thing. But now it's like you get people like you know, like looking a little bit more, like you hear the whispers, or like, you know, someone like has their phone out a little bit more, like you're getting more noticeable, and that's something that wasn't happening. But you're also seeing like the WNBA more commercials, and you're seeing people like you know, on billboards and magazines, and now it's like normal now.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like that before, and it was like, we know we have the talent, we know we have the skill set, we know who we are, like we see it all the time, we compete against it all the time. but everyone else just like wasn't watching, wasn't paying attention to it. But now everyone's like, this is what it is. I'm like, yeah, like welcome.
That's so interesting because like in Seattle, they weren't like that's a basketball city, right?
Yeah,
like,
and we're the only thing up there was us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then Vegas, I feel like that's like so different, right? Where it's like a lot more going on that it would seem that it wouldn't be as in the forefront of their minds, but like because the league as a whole has gotten bigger, that just that's crazy.
100%. And even in Vegas, like the same thing. There's so much to do, and it's like, you know, we're in the summer and there's every concerts and everything like that. And the fans are just diehard fans.
Yeah.
Like you have fans that are diehard fans. And it's like, you know, I'm like, dang, this is crazy. Like they just are all about it. And, you know, obviously it helps with, you know, our organization. But like you said, this is the growth of the sport. Like it's almost hard now to, if I'm out and whatever, you see someone either wearing, you know, Asia's shoe or someone's wearing a, you know, a jersey that says WNBA on it or their favorite team. And like people are rocking the gear and you just constantly see a WNBA logo somewhere. And it's like, that's like really cool to see.
Yeah. I can imagine.
Yeah.
How about you? How have you been able? Because being close, like how different has her life changed? And I asked this because one of my friends, he loves, like, I think assessing me, you know, and how he's watching me grow.
It's crazy because you know I'll be watching Jewell's games. You know, me and my wife will watch the games and whatnot, and she's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe like Jewell's doing that." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, right?" Like, I mean, she's balling, right? And you know, seeing her progression too, like in Seattle, and how she was, you know, playing and playing alongside others like Sue Bird and everything. Then she basically had her own team in Seattle when she was taking over, and now transitioning to Vegas. And you see like this growth. But Jewell's love for the game, to me, I always look and I'm like, she's always going after it. Like I never see Jewell take a playoff. That's one thing that I would go and I'll die on the hill. I'm like, if you ever question Jewell's effort, you're blind. Because literally she's running through every screen. Okay. She's locking up. I think she's an all WNBA defender this year, to be honest.
Appreciate it.
And I'm not just saying that. Am I a little biased? No, I'm saying no, but I'm being for real. Like watching the game and how she moves, her effort is it is contagious. It is something that you can't coach. It's just something in her, but she shows that and it's almost a form of leadership. Yeah. And that's what I see. And I'm like, damn, like she's actually, you know, year 11, you know, running through a screen. You know what I mean? Like, damn, like she's doing that. She's taking a charge. She's trying to contest every shot. Like, those are the things I really see. Because Jewell could score. Like, we could see her shoot threes all day, right? And like, you know, get to the bucket or get, you know, drop 30. But the little things is what I really notice. Yeah. And I always text her after the game, and I'm always like, yo, you had good defense. You played great on both sides of the ball. Like I always mention both sides of the ball because it's the whole effort thing. But that's how I kind of view it.
That's love. Yeah. Did you hoop? Like
I mean, I just play like recreationally, to be honest.
It's just because I feel like a lot of fans don't talk about that stuff, you know?
I love the game. You know what I mean? I love basketball.
And, but again, I don't think most fans love basketball. Yeah. Like I think they like the stuff around it, but like just talking about defense and effort, like that's one of my favorite things, you know, as just a former athlete, like that. I don't know. I relate to that, you know, so that's dope.
You played basketball?
Yeah, pick up.
Okay. Well, was that your, but what was your main sport then?
I played football in college, but basketball was my first love. Oh yeah, man. I wanted to go to the NBA. And that was like when I was like 5 and my mom was like, no.
No.
Yeah, like, no.
Wait. We're not going to what's the story? Why was it a hard?
Why no?
No.
Cause she like, you going to school. Like, figure out a different job. That one is basically not going to happen.
Yeah.
And she was right. You know, like,
Mama knows. My mama said.
And, you know, and like, I'd be like, man, if I would have been in the gym and had the ball and Nah, it wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen. But like, you know, I got to play one on TV. So I'm like,
exactly.
You know, best of both worlds.
Man,
so,
football.
But yeah,
football.
I play offensive line.
You played O-line?
Yeah. 80 pounds ago.
You know,
what did you play? What position did you play?
Everywhere. So in high school, I played center. My senior and junior year. And then when I got to college, I played tackle, guard, and center.
Oh my gosh!
So you played college ball as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I played 3 years.
Nice.
D3, Kalamazoo College.
Okay.
Small school.
Yeah.
In Michigan. So started all 3 years. And then I stopped playing because they wouldn't let me play defense. And we was trash. So I'm like, I want to play defense. You won't let me do what I want to do. and we bad. Like I'm good. And from there, I started transitioning into to theater too. So they had like shows during the fall season, which would have been when I would have been playing.
You're right.
And I ended up working backstage on Rocky Horror Picture Show. And that was just fun just to be able to work in a different capacity. Because I had just switched my major from business to theater. So,
theater. So what got you into like acting, theater, all that? Like, what was your inspiration behind that?
It was something I always wanted to do. I didn't know how to get into it for real. I think even going into college, I remember looking up some theater schools and I didn't know what an audition was or how to do one. So I ended up going to Kalamazoo because they let me play football. They found some money and I was able to go there with a couple of my friends. And from there, it was a liberal arts school, so I just started taking acting classes.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, I fell in love with them. And at the same time, some of my friends was exploring the music route. And we kind of made a pact to each other to like kind of like pursue our dreams, you know? And mine happened to be acting. So I came out here my senior year for an audition at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. And I got in, and the lady I auditioned for told me I had leading man qualities. That's what she said. And that was all I needed to hear.
So, I'm in.
I just need one.
So I moved out here.
You think that your friends at that time, or maybe someone growing up or a teacher or person in your community, whatever, like inspired you to really pursue acting?
Yeah.
Like, was it someone, even, I feel like, I don't, maybe I'm wrong, but like, I was always playing sports as a kid, so you could probably assume I was probably do something in athletics, right? Yeah. Like, you play sports, but were you ever like acting in your room growing up, like watching like your favorite actor? Like, you know, was it like you always kind of had a niche, but you were like goofy, like, you know, like, I don't know like what
like you do
impersonations call it, but like,
or anything like that.
Was it always a thing?
Like I used to try and make myself cry on command. I would look at roles like Raven, Corey Baxter. I was like, I could do that. You know? I'm like, it would be little stuff like House of Pain. I was like, I could be in that. And like, cause there was like little chunky black boys. Like, I'm like, yes, me, you know? And I think that kind of gave me a little something, but I didn't have the vocabulary to ask for it, you know? And I didn't have a path to it. I think the cool thing about college is it showed me all the jobs outside of just acting that I didn't know was there, that felt like an entry. Like, even if I didn't become a working actor, I could maybe be a writer or a producer, because I didn't even know about PAs at that point. Wow. I didn't know about ADs and like all these different people behind the scenes, right? You know, so I'm just thinking like the names that I know, right? But no, that was kind of my way. It was just like little bit by bit, you know, through college, where I was like, oh, I like this, I like that. And eventually it was just like, all right, I'm gonna pursue it, you know?
Yeah. You didn't want to do the music route? You didn't have any bars?
I tried. I definitely tried.
There's probably some recording out there of you, right? You know,
100%. Okay. 100%.
We'll make it the theme song eventually.
Hey, look, it's on my bucket list. One of the things is to make a hit record. I just want to be a one-hit runner. One-hit wonder.
A one-hit wonder.
100%. Just so I can go out on the festival and like perform a song.
Let's make it happen.
That's all I need.
Okay. Let me
all I
think.
need.
Yeah. We might be in the works something.
And look,
we get someone in the circle to get them going.
Yeah, for sure. Someone on the warehouse will be here.
I would love that. I don't even need like it to be like a song that people still play. I just want to do it once.
Okay.
All that way. All
right, we need like a warehouse bucket list.
Yeah.
We need to like start a thing. Like everyone tells what you need to do and what you want to do. We put it on there, cross it off.
We'll put you in the right space to get that going.
You know the song "No Letting Go." This is my beauty. It's special.
Oh yeah.
Truly. I had to find it.
Yeah.
Take good care of me.
Yeah.
That is a duty. Like if I could be him, that would be great.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
We could do something. I
That's
feel
funny.
Okay. Now I'm thinking. Now I'm excited.
So, acting and theater, right? Yes. What was your first like big break in a sense? Besides, obviously you got into the Winning Time, but like before that, what was your big break before that actually got you into the industry?
So it's funny. I was just thinking about, because I just got a Young Alumni Award through my college.
Oh, nice. Congrats.
Yeah, appreciate
it. Amazing.
It's like given to an alumni within 10 years of graduating. And they gave it to me. So I was like, oh, that's dope. But it was making me reflect on, like, you know, my time in college. And I asked two of my professors to introduce me. And one of the professors is like, she's primarily an acting professor. And, you know, I had the most classes with her. The other professor, he was like the head of the theater department. And I remember doing, we have senior theses. And when I was a junior, a senior had asked me to be a part of her senior thesis, which was a sketch comedy show.
Oh,
and cool. So we, you know, came up with our own sketches, wrote them, performed them, like just kept working on them. And then we had 2 nights where we went and performed them. And I remember after the second show, the professor that was the head of the department, he was like, hey, like, I want to see you more in this department. And I had never experienced that in the business department where I felt seen and wanted, you know? So that was one of the big pieces where I was like, oh, there's a home for me here. And then the second one I would say is we did Raisin in the Sun my senior year. And the second night, it was just like, I remember just coming up, like we finished, did our bow and everything. And then I came out to the lobby and everybody started clapping. And like, I look up and everybody looking at me. And that was just crazy. And I was like, yeah, I'm chasing this forever. Yeah. You know?
That rush.
So, yeah, man. Because it wasn't like me feeling like, oh, I need praise and stuff. But it was validation of like the thing that I was trying to do on that stage. It came across. I don't know how or what, you know, happened, but something affected these people. Wow. And that made me feel like, oh, I'm validated in what I want to do.
Could you compare that to a Friday Night Light or a Saturday night football game?
100%.
Is it the same kind of feeling you get?
Exact same thing. Like I always say, sports is like, it feels very the cousin to acting and arts, because you practice and you rehearse, and once game day, once the lights come on, you kind of got to forget about that. You can't be in your head. You got to trust that your memory, like, you know your shot, right? Like I think when you start thinking about your shot, that's when it starts fucking up, right? And then, same with me. Like if I'm acting, once I start thinking about what I'm gonna do or how am I trying to do something, I'm like, nah, that's not the way that I like that. You know, that's not my process. But yeah. So
that was the perfect
cousin.
So
that's
him playing Magic was like the perfect role for you.
100%.
It just merged the two. And I think, you know, to kind of go back to what you said, I think the biggest thing that I took away is like being seen.
Yeah.
Like that's a big, you know, a big thing, to be seen, be valued. Not just, you know, definitely for your work, but like your impact.
Yeah.
And like you can't take that for granted. And like at some point, like it may be, you know, even like if someone was to open a door and someone's like, man, you know, thank you. Like that impacted someone's life. Like, it could be like the smallest thing, but that impact leaves like a really big mark in people's lives. And you were able to do that. And that's awesome. Like to have that feeling of knowing like you're on your purpose. You're on the right track. You know, it's like, I might not have been a basketball player, but this right here is perfect. It led you to, you know, win time.
I remember, I don't know, I remember hearing before as a kid, like, smile. So, you know, it makes people feel better, right? And that always stuck with me, right? Like the little things, right? Opening the door for somebody. It's just something that's so little, it doesn't cost you anything, and it can change somebody's day. You don't know who needed 100%. That smile, who needed somebody to hold the door open for them. So why not? It don't cost you anything, right? But no, I want to ask you though, like, at what point did you know that you was going to the league?
You know, we've had these conversations, and it's honestly probably different for everybody. Different view from my brother, my family, my friends. For me, like, I think once I was able to, so I had a great experience of, and a luxury to be a practice player for the Chicago Sky in high school, which is like unheard of. No one was doing that. And I was just like, you know, the guy was like, hey, like, he brought me and my brother in. He knew us. He's like, you know, we're looking for practice players. You know, if you want to come, like, cool. And I'm just not thinking too much of it. And, you know, I'm in high school. And so I'm just like, I just want to go, and like, I'm blown away. I'm seeing all these, you know, Hall of Famers. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this is so cool. And seeing their lifestyle, seeing that, but then practicing with them for years, I was like, I'm like 14, 15, 16, and I'm holding my own against Hall of Famers and, all-stars and Olympians. I'm not even strong yet. I'm not even, I'm still growing.
Yeah.
Like I think I could do this. And it gave me confidence. And I learned so much, about just the game. And it wasn't like I was playing in high school and I'm not learning, high school I'm learning, I don't know, like jump stop pivots, no offense to those things, you need those things, but at the sky practices I'm learning what an ice is and all the terminology, and I'm learning all these things, and I'm like, man, this is really gonna help me when I come back. And so I think having that exposure and being like, oh, if I could score now here at this age, wait till I learn more, wait till I get more. And
then you was talking with one of your coaches about this, right?
Yeah.
And didn't you drop like buckets?
Yeah. As Steve Pratt would say, she was killing the Chicago Sky.
Like,
yeah, it was just like, I honestly wish I still had the film of that. I have to go back. It's like in an old email, something, like, cause I was trying to watch the film and learn too. So I wasn't even thinking like, oh, but I think that kind of gave me the confidence too. And, and then obviously like adding my mentors in, and, I think you have, Kobe telling you, hey, like, you got it. You're like, shit, then I got it. Like, oh, cool. You have these guys come up to you and they're, trying to help you out. So it's been cool. Like, I don't know. Cause I knew I was good, but like, you don't really realize until something happens. You're like, oh my gosh, like, I guess I'm pretty decent. Yeah, I think I'm pretty decent. Like, oh, okay, cool. Like,
on the opposite end, what was your welcome to the W moment? Do you have one?
Oh man, yeah.
Don't get her started.
Was that our first podcast you talked about it on the Warehouse?
I feel bad.
What was
then
the
you're
first
gonna
one?
bring up the. I don't want to have these guys bring up the clip of.
Yeah. Maya Moore is Minnesota Lynx at the time. They had Maya Moore, that Sylvia Fowles, Simone Augustus, Lindsay Whalen, Rebecca Brunson, all Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's when they were just like loaded, but just like a machine. And us, the Seattle Storm, were not good. We weren't good at the time. We were building. We weren't good. And my job was to guard Maya. I weighed 135 as a rookie. That's nothing. Nothing. So getting destroyed by her, I said too, like, I was like air. I wasn't even a cone. I was just air. Like I was worthless. I was useless. I was just out there.
Back you
man, everything. Man. It's like once I got done guarding her, then I had to go guard, they're like, all right, like enough, like so-and-so's in foul trouble. We need you to guard Simone Augustus. I'm like, she has the sickest crossover and a big body step back. Like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, please. I'm literally looking at the bench. I tell him like, just sub me out. Like, just sub me out. Like, take out my misery, please. Like, just take me out. It's just, you realize, like, I think people don't talk about Maya Moore enough in my eyes, but that group was just so in sync and such a machine. It's like the screens were hard and the physicality. The only thing I knew I could do for sure was just run fast.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, Sue, I'm just running, just throw it. That was like my only thing I knew for sure. Like, I'm not gonna be stronger than these people. I can't necessarily jump as high as these people, but I can run. Yeah. And I just honed in on that, and that kind of been my way to kind of get out of the mischief, just get skinny and move.
Can I ask you, why do you think people don't talk about Maya Moore enough? Like,
that's a great question.
Yeah.
One,
I know about it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
and like,
she's a legend.
She's
no,
a
for
dog,
sure.
right?
She's like literally probably the overall, like, besides scoring, but full package.
You got Diana, you got Sue, you got Maya Moore, and like,
she's up there with the greats.
You can't think of one without the other. It's like, we kind of talked about, the Magic and Larry, right? Like, it's like you have those two, and you're like, that it's just unbelievable. And I think some of it is just generational. Some of it's social media. Like, it wasn't as big. Like, now someone has one crossover, it's everywhere. Like, one game winner, right? When she was destroying everybody, it wasn't really publicized as much. It wasn't, on every single social media. I mean, it was, but only if you knew about the WNBA. Only if you were a true fan and it wasn't just there. But you go back and watch highlights. She's unbelievable.
Because I feel like, who would you say were the bigger names at that time? Was it like Lisa Leslie?
Not even. I mean,
no.
It was Maya. Like, Maya was, but it's just where the league was at that point. It wasn't where it is now. Like, if she played right now, oh my gosh.
She's so good, man.
It's just different. Like, it was just different time. And I think too, like, the marketing was different. I think it was way more like team promoted. and it wasn't just isolated to one person. That just shifted, and I think they just don't not they don't give her enough credit, because everyone you talk about Ryan Bourne in any conversation, everyone's like, yeah, she everyone gives her flowers, but she's just unbelievable.
Yeah, because now I'm thinking like even like with the NBA, like I feel like there was a period, right? Dynasties, right?
Yeah.
We are living in what do they call it? Parity?
Parity.
Yeah.
Different teams winning every year, basically.
Yeah. And now I don't know, like even myself, I feel like I'm not a real big fan of a team. I'm a fan of players. Right?
Yeah.
And like maybe do you feel like that's become like an overlap with the W2? Like where it's like people, and we got superstars. Y'all got superstars.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
and we literally were just talking about like the purity of the game of basketball. And like when you're such a fan of the game, like you watch not just the scoring, you watch all the details and everything that comes with the full game, the full 40 minutes. Like that's what you watch. And where we are now, people just want quick actions, right? They want quick. They only watch that one person because they're excited about this. They don't really care about the screener. They don't really care about the person who runs the floor hard. They want the action, right? So I think a lot of that plays into the role of that, but just where marketing is, it's just where what sells and what it is, but you need a team to win a championship. Right? Like you do. Like you could have literally the best player, but if that team is not clicking at the right time and you're not cohesive, it's not gonna work. But it's definitely a shift for sure, and it's good and bad. I think you need that. I think you need to promote the stars. You have to, because not everyone knows every single person on that roster. They know the stars. But if you're trying to promote winning, you got to look at the whole team.
100%.
You have to. Like you need the whole team to win.
It's top to bottom. You know what I mean? You can't just win with one person. It's very hard to. I mean, you see it's so rare to win with maybe one guy and or gal or whatever with supporting. You need a full locked in roster to get that done. But I got a question for you. Tying back to her welcome to the W moment, what was your welcome moment in acting? where it was maybe a trial and tribulation you had to get over?
Oh man, Devon Nixon. He plays his dad on the show, Norm, and the white party in the pilot episode. We choreographed like the basketball scene, and like me and him, we playing 1-on-1. And I remember him coming up to me before we started shooting. And I remember him saying something like, hey, like, let's go do this. And then from that point on, he didn't talk to me for real after that, right?
Yeah.
And then we get to the part where like he crosses me and then like I fall and he steps over me. And like I'm like, my mom is here. Like, like she's at Video Village, and like I'm acting, right? But I'm just also like, bro, like I feel so like, and I don't get embarrassed for real. And I know we acting, but at the same time, I'm like, I just felt so, I don't know. And and it shows on screen. He's brilliant. So I'm thankful to him for that. But it showed me that like, all right, within this context of what we do and as professionals, you got to be able to understand how to do the work, do the job, right? And there are different methods to get believability on screen, which is like our number one goal, right? So, I was like,
that was a welcome to the league moment for you.
Literally
playing basketball while acting. It's great. It just worked out.
I will say, my bad. He did call me the next day and was like, "Hey, Q, that was just acting. Like we good, love, dapped up and everything. That's my guy." But I was mad. I was hot for that next 24 hours.
Oh my God. I bet. No one wants to go viral for a clip like that. I feel bad for Ty Lue, man. Iverson stepping over him. Like, I couldn't imagine. And that's in the sport.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
But I mean,
I feel it. Yeah. So going through Winning Time, so you got in. What was that process like even getting in to HBO Winning Time, and you were the lead guy, you were the main guy, Matt Johnson?
So at the time, I was with like a boutique agency, which is like, the industry is built, I would say, on the boutique agency. But like, I was there, and my agent had put me out on a bunch of stuff, but I wasn't booking anything. And then I get this audition. I don't know what it's for. I'm like, all right. At this point, I was thinking about going to the military. Like,
wow.
Yeah, I was like, cause I felt like I needed a break from acting. Cause I felt like I was getting a lot of good feedback about my auditions, but I wasn't booking anything. And I felt like I might have needed to age into the roles that I want to play. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to the military for 4 years, stack my paper up.
Wow.
And, you know, potentially get another degree and then come back. And now I'm older. I might even write some, maybe wrote a script or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, just to get older and wiser or whatever. But I get this audition and my agent, I remember she never like emailed me. It was a database called Actors Access that we would go through to like talk to each other. And she emailed me directly and was like, you got a call back for this audition. And at the time, I didn't know what it was. And I looked at the callback and that's when I saw that it was Magic, HBO, all these things,
You're
you
like,
know,
oh,
the buzzwords.
You're like,
oh, this is a big job, you know? And from there, did all my research, did what I needed to do for the callback. And then I came in the room and that's when like Adam McKay and Kevin Messer, like that HBO execs, that's when they're in there and the casting director. And went in, did the callback and they laughing and it's a lively room, you know, like
you're like nervous, like walking in, they're like, "What's up?"
Exactly. They made me feel like I was like they wanted me to win the job, and like they say that like walk in there, they want you to win the job, but nobody's ever really giving you that energy that they want you to get the job.
Yeah,
no, I get you.
But no, they did, and I remember the casting director walking me down and being like, "Hey, keep it tight, keep it close." Like I'm like, "What does that mean?" Like, like just don't go book none yet. I'm like, "All right, thank you."
Yeah.
But no, sure enough, 2 weeks later they called me. I did a basketball audition, and then an hour after I finished that, they called me, Adam McKay and Francine Maisler, and told me I booked it.
That's amazing.
That's sick.
What a story.
I mean,
tripping.
How like
what a journey.
Facts. You get the job like right away. What you watching film? You're calling like did you call Magic? Like how did you like emulate everything? Like I'm sure you have to study kind of how he walks and his gestures. Like, how does that even come about?
The first thing I did was it's based on the book. Showtime by Jeff Pearlman. I read that. I had the audiobook. So I was actually in Detroit with my cousin because he lived there and at the time. And it was his 25th birthday. So like I got the email for the callback when I was in Detroit. So on the flight back, I'm listening to the book, I'm watching videos on YouTube, I'm doing everything I can to like understand him in that era, right? Finding old interviews of him like as a rookie in the finals, talking about like cheesing, like he was so happy. He was like a happy ass kid, just playing basketball. You know what I mean? And in his book, he had a biography. It's called, I think, My Life as Magic Johnson or something. But I read that and took notes and did all that, man, and then came in, let it rip. And then from there, they started getting me stuff, right? I was able to go to Summer League when Zion was there in Vegas. And I remember I went to the Warriors and Raptors finals.
Oh, nice.
The game 5 when Kawhi went in one. But they was just doing things like that. I was with Rick Fox too.
Right. Yeah.
And I know, right?
Yeah.
And they was doing that just to get me used to and like see the atmosphere of like what a rookie comes into, like when they step into the league and like just
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
I'm just thinking you got the role, you got the smile.
Right. Like let's go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wow.
You could probably hoop, like what else you need? But damn, it goes a lot goes into it.
Understanding the atmosphere and like just being around, the basketball players, right? And like really trying to ingratiate myself in like what that life would be like at that period. And for me, I think one of the biggest things that I leaned on was like me and Magic both from Michigan, right? And he was a rookie coming onto a team with Kareem and Norm and all these great players that in their own right, and he has to step up and be a big part of this team and try and make this thing go right. For me, I'm coming in with John C. Riley, Adrian Brody, and list of names go on, and I'm being asked to be a big contribution to this thing, right? So I just tried to lean on that as much as possible, and like trust my vets, you know, and they helped me out a lot, you know, like it's one of my favorite scenes and like that I've ever done. Is with John in season 2, and I just remember him. Like, I'm yelling at him, and I just remember him telling me like, "Yo, like you got it. Like throw the words away, like say it. You know, like come at me." And that's the cut that made it. You know, and like and I ad-libbed a little, and it was just like I'm just grateful for like just. I always say it was graduate school for like acting to be on that show. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
So as Magic leaned on his vets, you leaned on guys like John C. Reilly and Adrian Brody. Like, how was it working with them day to day?
It's great. I mean, like, like just I think just sitting back and watching, observing, right, and seeing how different processes played out, right? Like, because each actor has their own process, right? Some people like to be away. Some people like to be around everybody. Some people like to be, you know, more friendly with the crew. Some people want to be, you know, it depends on how that person is. And I think I was able to see and take what I wanted that fit how I wanted to be, you know, and it allowed me to, you know, just become a professional. You know what I mean?
So cool.
No, it is. Like, obviously, like, as you know, you kind of have like a game day routine, right? Like what you do, like, is there a game day or film day routine? And you know, what you do I have to have this every day. I gotta have this is what I do. Like, how does that look for you?
I mean, it depends, right, on the day. Cause like some days it's basketball, right? For winning time, right? Where I'm up, you know, I'm trying to be up and like just stay energy up, right? So I might get a workout in and then like, I don't know, like it depends. Again, it depends on the story beats within the game, right? Because I might want to be away from the team because Magic isn't with the team right now. Like he's coming back from injury and he feels out of place, right? So I might not want to be with my cast, right? So, or it might be like a fun day and we just all having fun, cracking jokes. I remember we was on the bus and people was rapping, you know, like it was just like that type of camaraderie when it came to the team, especially on season 1, right? But yeah, and then it depends if it's a more emotional scene. I'm usually tucked away. I'm usually not trying to be around a lot of people because I try and give myself that space. I'm trying to figure out how not to have to do that, you know, because I don't want to. I want to see if I'm able to have my own process that doesn't need to do that. But until I figure that out, I want to also give myself the space to do my craft, right? So yeah, it just depends. You know?
No, I get that.
Do you have?
I mean, I do, but like, I feel like as I became a vet in the league, like I kind of change it. I kind of see like what my body needs on that day. You know, sometimes if I'm really tired, then I'll take a little nap. If I don't want to take a nap, then I'll stay up and watch, you know, like whatever TV. But I mean, I know like every day and every game day, I'm for sure getting breakfast. I have to have breakfast. That's like I grew up like my mom made sure that every day, like every morning, she's like, breakfast is ready. Get your butt down there. We always have breakfast together, so I kind of always have that.
That's what's up.
But besides that, I try to just keep it the same. I mean, we always have like shoot around and we have film and that doesn't change. But I just try to make sure that I'm just seeing where my vibes are. If I need extra boost, then I change the music, right? Like trying to find that extra edge. But I try to make sure that's pretty much the same. And then I'm always listening to Justin Bieber all the time.
Yeah.
Like Bieber's always on.
Bieber.
Yeah. That's always on regardless. Yeah. Besides that, I mean, it just depends. You know, you kind of sometimes you don't want to psych yourself out either. Like, I have to have this, and then you're like, don't have it one day. Now you're like now you're in your head, and you're just. I try not to have
so
it happen.
Who you're playing doesn't have any weight on it?
No.
Okay.
Like I kind of just like I don't. You obviously know the scout, you know this like people who've been in the league, you understand the X's and O's and you have all that, but like the game itself doesn't change. So like I actually learned this from my dad. Like he always said this when I was playing tennis, like it's not you against the person, it's you against the ball. So like you think about that, like it's you against you. So it doesn't matter who you're playing. Like if you can't hit that ball, then it doesn't matter. Like it's going to keep going in the net, right? Yeah. So I kind of focus on that. It's just like it's just me and the ball. I'm hooping, but doing this long enough, like it doesn't change. I try to keep the same like mindset of every time.
Yeah, it's kind of like with the script, right? Yeah. Like at the end of the day, you're still reading lines, it's still acting, you're still doing the things that you're brought up to do, right?
Yeah.
So it becomes routine, it becomes second nature. Would you agree?
No, because as you saying, because I'm like, I would say the difference is, right, like you can have an idea of like how this person is going to reflect to you what's in the script, but you got to play it back, right? But I think regardless of who that person is, whatever the emotion that you get is the ball, right? And you got to hit it back to them.
Yeah.
Because we say like acting is like playing tennis, because like if somebody gives you something, you got to give it back. But like it's the emotion, not the actor. Like I'm not, my acting isn't changing for an Oscar winner versus like a background actor. This emotion is the same, right? But like how you respond to it is going to be different based, you know.
We were always thinking about it, like when it comes to acting, how long does it take you to memorize lines?
Oh my gosh,
like,
I would be awful. I would be awful.
We would
so
go
bad
unscripted
because we're not even scripted now. So like, now I gotta remember. I would be bad.
Imagine.
It depends. Good scripts are easier to remember, I'll say, because I try and learn the intention, right?
Okay.
Like this scene is about this, right? And in this scene, this is what I'm trying to get. This is what the other person is trying to get. All right, bet. Now I'm gonna start filling in lines with that. And now that I know what I'm trying to get to, the lines are gonna be like, they should be easy, right? But like you don't always get that. But like, you know, and I will say, like, coming from theater is very different than TV and film, because in TV and film you get to ad-lib a little bit more. Not everybody loves that, but like for the most part you get to like say it how you would say it. Theater, you say what's on the page. So I think coming from theater, it helped me just get that in my body, where I'm just like, because I read scripts like multiple times, so that just get in my head, and then usually, like, it take a couple days, a few days. Yeah.
That's great. You know, some like when I'm watching a movie or whatever, I'm like, there has to be some kind of earpiece in there that's like feeding them lines. There's no way they're like, this monologue is so long. It's so, like, there's no way. I'm like, that's so impressive to me.
Some people do.
It has to be. Yeah. I would be one of those people.
Yeah.
Because it's just I don't know. It's just so many lines.
Yeah.
And it's just a lot.
And you don't want to go completely off script either. You know what I mean? You don't want to like ever do that where you're like having a line, then all of a sudden you're like, oh, this, and then the director's like, what's going on?
Yeah, but that's what, again, not to keep talking about John C, but like that was one of the things, man, that was one of the things that like, I was like, this dude is so good. I dropped a line and he was able to incorporate my line into his line.
Wow.
And keep the scene moving. That's GOAT level shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like where
that's
I'm
yours.
like, that because like you said, you could just go off script, but like when you understand your script so well that you can take somebody else's line, incorporate it, make your line right, and keep it going. That's the stuff I was learning, you know, picking up on. I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, I get you. But it's kind of like, in a sense, basketball. Like when you have a veteran who can like just master the offense and they can just run it, they don't have to memorize the set. They're just like, okay, and if the set's not there, I know what to change to. You know what I mean?
Man.
And now I could just play.
Right?
And now you're Showtime magic running the fast break.
You know?
Right?
Throwing at me.
Yeah.
No, it was fun, man. I missed that show.
Yeah.
It was a good set to be on. It was tough. I ain't gonna lie. It was a lot of work. Just being like a lead on that show, but like it was well worth it, and it launched my career. You know, I wouldn't be here sitting talking to y'all if not. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Like just my life has changed since that show, and I'm just I'm grateful for that.
Do you have a favorite episode you shot? Like you could watch back again and be like, this is it. Like this is my favorite moment or episode in the whole thing.
Like where I'm like
scenes?
Yeah. My favorite episode. It might I would say my favorite episode might be the first episode of season 1. I mean season 2. Season 2. Cause I think that season it shifted for me. Like it was my second year. I was you know, I don't know, I felt a different confidence and a different swag to my acting. And not only that, I felt like they gave me more to do. So I think the first episode I got the most like I go through the most changes.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I say season 2 episode 1
flowed a lot better and smoother.
Yeah, it just from the starting point of like where you see Magic to the last time you see him in that episode, he's hurt, like he's coming into the season ready to go try and win the ring. He gets hurt, he goes back home to Lansing, he has a baby, and then he comes back and Larry kicking his ass, like kicking their ass. You know what I mean?
It's
So
like
it's
that's
just,
literally like this.
Ebbs and flows.
Oh man.
So that I would say that's probably my favorite episode.
So even now, when your brother, walking down the street, people still like, yo, Magic. Like, is it hard to, not hard, but like, are you only seen as Magic?
That's when I'll be like, Quincy, nice to meet you.
Yep. Love that. I love that.
I mean, I do it very like, just like that, like Quincy.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Because like, it's excitement, right? And I had to train myself to think that way. Cause I think like similar to you when you were saying like in the grocery store where you like, I like to go about my business. I'm not trying to think. You don't want to think about that stuff, right? But like people they perceiving you. They're paying attention to you, right? And it's a good thing because they mess with what you do, right? And they think you're good at it. So it's like, I can't be mad about people being excited about my work, and I've really learned to appreciate that. And and tell them to watch the next thing, and I think that's where I put it back on myself. Now it's time for me to go out and go do another role and kill that, and have them think about that, and then keep doing that, because my thing is I want to have a career. So grateful for Magic, but that wasn't all that I was ever going to be. That was never my plan. It was always to diversify and keep it going. I mean, is that why part of the reason why the podcast, you started the podcast?
Yeah. I mean, for a long time, I didn't want to do it. I was like, I don't know, but then I realized storytelling is something I've always been really passionate about. I think everyone, no matter if you think you're big or small or have an impact in this world or not, like everyone has a story. But not everyone has a mic or a platform to share it. And so using that, I was like, you know what? I've been through a lot of stuff in my life. Like I think people will gravitate towards it. I think I tell stories pretty good. Like I think I'm a good storyteller.
Yeah.
But if I can impact one person, like why not? Right. And the concept of the warehouse is it's an actual place in Chicago where we all hoop. But everyone who comes there has different backgrounds, different stories, but we're all there to either help motivate each other, build a community together, and then hoop. Right. So it's like, it's not about necessarily the basketball itself, but it's about really building that community and sharing people's stories. And you leave the gym and you're like, yo, all right, see you next Tuesday. You kind of build
that's my boy.
you know what I mean?
Even if it's a one-time run, you still remember that guy, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
When I first moved out here, USC, they got basketball courts, and I found the courts within the first couple months I was out here. Yeah. Just because you know what you're going to get, right?
Yep.
Just people, community, you were saying. And you were able to take that and shift it into a podcast.
Yeah, I was like, I want to take that same, not even strategy, that same culture and bring it to everyone else. I think it's really cool to have that. And it's not often where we can sit down and you guys just meet and now you guys are friends. Where it's just it doesn't matter. You can share and be connected through storytelling. And, we're learning a lot too. This is not just this is how you do life. It's now I'm learning a lot of stuff that I never knew before on here. And why not share that with everybody 100%. Else?
Yeah.
Why not?
No, I think that's why I want to do more podcasts, because I also feel like I'm so tucked away. I don't post things on my phone because I'm just I don't know. Yeah. But I like to talk. I like having conversations because I don't want to look at my phone. This is not a conversation, right? This is a monologue. I don't want to monologue people. I want to have dialogue with people, right? Love and that. Bring up and hear people's opinions on stuff and be challenged. I love being challenged. Because I think that's the only way we learn, right? And you was just talking about, everybody has a story. I feel it it's so hard I always say you can't disagree with me if you don't understand me. And what I mean, it's just, in order to say, no, I disagree, you have to actually understand what I'm trying to say. And a lot of times we don't even understand what people are trying to say before we disagree with them. And after that, yes, you can disagree.
Right, but now
understand what we're disagreeing about. You know? I don't know.
What is a few challenges or something that you had to overcome in your life, even, beyond just acting or childhood or something that people really don't know that you had to overcome. If with anyone in your community who kind of helped you get out of that slump or whatever that you want to call it.
Yeah, I mean, like my dad, he passed away when I was 3, and I think that's something I'll never get over. Right? Like it's something that I carry with me in everything that I do. And I think, like, I remember like going to sleep with my dad, because I think my mom worked third shift and my dad worked first shift. And going to sleep with my dad and waking up to my mom being like upset about it. Like, and like, I because I was just a daddy's boy, right? We will watch the Pistons and like, and the Lions. I remember him taking me to a Lions game. And U of M football, all that stuff, right? And I think that losing him at such a young age and knowing how much he loved me, right? Like, and my mom, it just felt like I got cheated, you know? And I think for me, I never use it as an excuse, but I use it as like fire, you know, and just like
motivation.
Yeah, because what else I'm gonna do? Yeah, sit in the corner and cry. But I'm not. Life keeps going, right? And I think it taught me at an early age that like you don't get to live it forever. So take full advantage of what you do and go. If you want to go do something, go do it. Why are you worried about like what other people think? And like, it's your life. Like, you gotta live that shit. So go.
Well, that's remarkable. I mean, it's never easy to lose anyone, you know, that close, and obviously so young as well. And I mean, unfortunately, like you said, life kind of goes on, and it's tough. And you know, to have something you could kind of fall back on and understand, like, you know, whether even subconsciously, like you playing football or you playing like doing acting and going into theater, like that motivation is like, I'm gonna make my family proud. I'm still gonna represent, like he still lives through me, right? So it's having that understanding, like, he physically may not be here or whoever, it's like, but I can still do my work because I make him proud.
100%.
Like,
I got a tattoo that say my guardian angel with his name on it, because I've always walked around with that feeling like somebody's watching over me, guiding me, making sure I'll do the. I can do some bad, like, so I can mess up.
Of course.
But just not
for the
too
majority
crazy.
of the time.
Right. I can bump my head a little bit, but I just really do feel protected, right?
Yeah.
And I think that goes back to like, I think I have a strong relationship with God too. So between that and just the ancestors, I feel like protected, and as long as I try and keep going down the right paths, majority of
majority, you get a little, free
they
passage
keep blessing me, so
of course. No, I literally just said earlier, amazing. I was like, when you're not in control of your story and your story's kind of already written, you can live free, because it's like, what am I gonna do? I can't control it. Like, I think I'm in control most of the time, but in reality we're not. You can have a plan and then you get there and the plan's gone, right? So when you kind of live like that and have that mindset, it's easy to be like, you know what, I'm gonna be present every day. And whatever today brings, that's what today brings. And I'm gonna walk around and be, present in the moment. It's like you just have a different perspective, because your daughter is changing so much. Like, she's growing so fast, so it's like you can't just try to like
literally week by week, day by day.
She's growing. Like,
it's crazy.
So it's like you gotta be present every day, because things are changing.
5 months.
Yeah, 5
oh
months.
wow.
Yeah.
So you knew.
He's a real dad. Real young dad.
Yeah. Congrats,
Thank
man.
you.
Like,
how is that?
It's amazing. It's amazing. Every day is like a new. It's not even it's like kind of like a challenge, but it's not, because it's like she's so like cute and precious. So it's like, you can cry all you want. It's fine. You're still cute, But every day, you learn something about yourself. You learn something about your partner. You learn how you work together with a team and how to raise somebody and become hopefully an amazing person. That's what you do. You plan for the best and you hope for the best, and you trust that they're going to do the right things. And you go from there, and you want to be there every step of the way.
So
it's awesome.
I love parents, man. Like, I love kids. I love like just families, man. Like, I love that.
We're both big into family. Man. Like, so we were always hanging out with cousins and
you have to
close family members and all
that. You may
not
so like them all, but you gotta hang out with them. Like, they're family. You don't gotta like them all. Like, you just know that they're there. It's you're gonna show up.
So, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. It's fun. So
go ahead, Dad.
Thanks, bro.
We out here.
Yeah.
Not me. I don't know
why
I said
really?
No.
Soon.
I would like to
Soon.
at some point. We'll see.
No, you're on the grind. You're on the grind.
Fun.
Yeah.
So what's next? Like, what's next for Quincy, man?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you want to expand your range. Obviously, you want to. You, like you said, grateful for the Magic, grateful for being Magic, grateful for the opportunity and doing that. But what's next?
So I did a movie last year, a military movie. It should come out next March. I don't know, next year sometime.
Okay.
Which I'm excited about. I play an ex-CIA officer.
I'm locked in already.
Yeah, I'm like, Liam Neeson is in it.
I'm locked in. All right, we're 2 for 2 right now.
Yeah.
So it's exciting. And then I got a TV show that I finished up earlier this year called Nemesis. So Courtney Kemp, who did Power, this is her first show with Netflix under her deal, and we got a banging cast. Like, I'm so excited to watch it because of like the cast, right? Wow.
Anyone you can share with us, or is it still under wraps?
No, it's out. Again, I don't know if they names you would know, like Alon Noel, Matthew Law, Gabrielle Dennis. Again, people you might recognize, but you might not know their names, right? Okay. But they are all so good at what they do. And the way that they blended it together and the way that there's certain people that got next to each other. And then we got our crew, Trey Hill, Johnny Park, and the line. And we the bad boys. So.
Okay. We're locked in.
Let's go.
So it's fun. It's like we've been calling it Black Heat. I prefer to just say Heat, but it's Black Heat. So like banks, like robbers and cops, and it's fun. It's fun.
That's awesome.
I'm excited about
Can't wait to tune in.
So that comes out next year. Again, somewhere summer.
You said it's on Netflix?
Yep, that one will be on Netflix.
Check out Nemesis on Netflix.
Yeah.
And make sure you guys like and subscribe to the Warehouse.
Yeah, there you go.
Hell yeah.
Real quick, in the acting industry and for hooping too, can you give me a Mount Rushmore of your favorite actors and basketball players?
Together?
No,
or
like separate.
Okay,
Sorry, let me clarify that.
Okay.
A Mount Rushmore of your favorite actors.
I just want to do both.
Yeah, let's do both.
I'm like, that would be a crossover, right?
Who's your Mount Rushmore of actors and who's like your Mount Rushmore of like hoopers? It can even extend to a top 5. I know we always get into these kind of heated kind of
on the spot. All right, Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
Denzel.
You have to have Denzel.
Viola.
Oh.
De Niro.
And De Niro.
We like that one.
That's a good one too. I like it.
Am I okay with that?
Judges? No,
I'm okay with that.
It's your Mount Rushmore, man. Everyone's got different.
Denzel, Viola, and Aaron De Niro. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
I'll go with that.
Okay. You're at peace with it. I like that.
We'll bring you back once everything comes out, and then we'll ask you again to see if it's the same list.
Yeah.
And it's like Impact and all that, like Brando, Portier, all that. But
I'm gonna let them some names, some Pacino.
I know. That's why I'm like,
names. It's tough to rank it.
I might take Pacino over De Niro.
Ooh.
I don't know. I'm
now you're overthinking it. Now you're overthinking it.
I'm leave it. I'm
leave it, and we'll come back
to basketball.
Let's go to basketball now.
All right. Bron, Jordan. Mine.
Okay.
Shaq. LeBron, Jordan, Shaq. Mine?
It's yours. It's your list.
It's your list.
We are not
Draymond Green. Cause he's from Michigan. I just love his energy. I love Draymond.
That's your
Mount
Rushmore.
Yeah.
Shout out Money Green, baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No judgment here.
No, we do not judge on the Warehouse.
We're not judging.
Share our stories. That's all we do.
Unless you don't have. Unless you don't have Kobe in your top 5, maybe we'll say something. But that is your list. That is your.
I don't know if I'm putting Kobe in. I know.
Right,
I'm
well,
sorry.
That's the end of the show. Cut it.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, it's your list. It's your list. It's your top 5.
Cause I'm like, I love Kobe, and Shaq was my favorite player. So when they broke up,
you were like,
it kind of hurt me.
So you were team Shaq.
I was team Shaq.
I don't blame you. You know what I mean? Like, we don't blame you for that.
Yeah.
Shaq still, he's a beloved.
Yeah.
It's
fine. It's your list.
I'm taking VC.
Oh.
That would be the other one. Because I love Vince Carter growing up.
Okay.
So that would be my 4.
Okay.
My 4.
Yeah, you're 4.
Not the best, but
no, that's yours.
That's the thing.
That's your 4. That's your Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
You own it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to hear y'all's now. I'm it's hot over here.
Listen, I am the worst at these kind of lists. I change mine every single time I'm asked, so I'm not consistent whatsoever.
As you shouldn't be, because like it's fluid.
It's
fluid.
I don't know.
Jewell, you got 4 people you put on Mount Rushmore for who? You can mix in W if you want.
No, because I could, but it's a lot. Too many lists. That's like 3 lists that you're asking me to give. Since it's brand new, on our hedge, we just talked about it. Michael, Kobe. 4. Kai. Am I biased?
No, this is your Mount Rushmore.
Wait, you said Michael, Kobe, Kyrie.
Yes.
Okay. I love that pick. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yes.
Last one is I'm gonna go with D Rose.
Shout out.
D Rose.
I love D Rose. Shout out.
Nasty.
Shout out. Yeah.
Nasty.
How can I not? Like, he had Chicago
legend, man. Son of the city, man.
Man, Chicago loves him, man. We love him.
Everybody, every time you bring up Derrick Rose's name, wish he wouldn't have got hurt. Like that is like, I think the biggest what if.
That's ain't great. Like that moment, I literally close my eyes. It's just like I know where I was at. I know what happened. Like that moment was just like, oh.
But man, he had the city jumping, bro.
And I'm thinking
jumping.
That 50-point night. That I don't know. It just made me think about that.
Wolves?
Yeah.
Gosh,
something special about him.
Yeah,
for sure.
He's got something about him that just like you gravitate and you're like, I like this guy.
Yes.
Yeah,
you know.
And he doesn't have to try. It's just effortless.
Maybe it's that Midwest. It's that Midwest. Genuine.
The best people come from the
there
Midwest.
There it is. Oh man, we love that you took the time. I love that we connected, reconnected. I told you I was going to do it. I'm glad it happened like this. I'm glad it made sense. And we're big on community, and so I have to let you know that you are now officially a part of the Warehouse community.
Yeah.
Congrats.
You got your membership.
You can come anytime.
I was gonna say I'm coming back.
Like anytime you want, you let us know. Like we're so excited, and we want to do this more. We really value friendships, new friendships, new stories, and just really kind of impacting and inspiring other people to kind of find their community within themselves. So we appreciate it. I wish I had a little card. We haven't got that yet, but we'll get a little card that says, Warehouse membership on it.
I'll get you a membership.
Unlimited access. So we appreciate it, man. Like for real. And we can't wait for next year. All this stuff coming out. Like tuning in.
It's the Warehouse. It's just different.
It's just different.
Like and subscribe, baby.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.